Alright everyone, here we are with some more Tales of Arise. So currently we are now in Lenegis and pretty much going further in, progressing through, and learning a little bit more about Dohalim's past and whatnot. So with that said guys, hope you continue to enjoy watching, and let's keep this a-rolling. Alright everyone, continuing on. So we're now in the civilian park zone. I gotta say, I like the design of this whole town really, because it's intricate. I like it. We could have more items though. Like, you give me all these open spaces and not enough chests. Oh, speaking of.
What's this thing?
Tofu. Tofu. You know what? Once in a while. Never hurts. Wait, what? Oh, they're putting out a fire? What happened to this place?
Wow, this place is beautiful!
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renin sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagin. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagin. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagin and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. Instead, I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right. Alphen,
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
That was some nice character growth for both Dohalim and
I see a
Kisara.
medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Ah, nice. Hopefully I can get some new stuff. Also, his friend right there. I don't know what he's got planned. Probably nothing good. Fast travel. Oh, thank you. Let's go. Oh boy. Okay. Let me check out this area here first. See if there's any other goodies waiting for me. Or hiding. Doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, by the way, guys, I ended up getting myself some new, what do you call it, gear. Look at this blade, man. The Gladius Reen. I was only able to get it for, Alphen, Dohalim, my boy over here, Law, and Kisara. Look at that shield. Oops. Look at that. Wow. Really? How far? Okay, well, let's get to it.
Damn
It's
it.
been a while.
Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not. If they want to fight, they got one.
Yeah! I'm on it!
Dragon form! It's almost too strong.
You know what? Yeah, why not?
Be my
Take
case.
this!
Dragon form!
Break him.
Now I'll get
I'm looking back!
Light.
Back to blade! Thrust!
Get him, get him, get him.
Eat your finish!
Nope.
Dragon form! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Eat this! Glacial Spear!
Let him get it.
Shion! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Come on over. Ooh.
Here and now! Ready and ready! I'm just getting started!
Alright, then I learned the incineration wave.
Slash! Be still!
Nope.
Here I grind you into dust! Flame inside me to be let free!
The earth throbs in pain.
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Oh boy, okay. Platinum dog tag. Grape gels. Okay, now we're talking. Let's super save all that, and also I need to check my thing. Hold on. I thought I had incineration wave. Let me check my arts for a minute. Right? I don't? I thought I did. Should be, oh, I don't. Okay. What is that thing? Grape gel? I will take that. Wait, what? I can't go there? Hold on a second. Oh, no wonder. Alright, there are other pathways. Alright, so this will lead to that dragon thingy. And... Alright. Perfectly fine with all that. Oh, wait, also, let me check my strategy. Nope. There you go. Look at all these people. Oh my gosh. Force Wolf. That sounds fun.
Here I come! Take this! Strike! Dragon Swarm! That freaking does it! Resonate with the earth! Still on!
These ones can run rings around us!
Tear you apart!
Go for it.
Swallow explosive ring! Air pressure!
Jeez.
I could do without
Ooh.
this pain.
Punishment.
You're mine! Seismic vacuum blade!
You require a hand. Leave the ensnaring to me.
Bathroom.
Yeah, and the pummeling to
Dragon
me!
Swarm! Raining Slash! Eternal Devastation!
Get him.
Eternal Devastation!
Now I'm real mad!
Lightning Thrust!
Seismic Rupture!
Ow.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Seismic Rupture!
Alright, up.
Ready to escape! Raining Slash! Be still! Take
Every time we're so close.
Hurricane Thrust!
Prepare to be seized by the power of water! I can
Get him.
carve through
I'm
armor.
ready!
Gemini off!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Not a chance!
Radiant
I'm on it!
Searing Flame!
Talon I'm ready! Shion!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
I've been doing really great lately.
Dark Main. Oh, we can now make Rinwell's weapon. New book. Oh my gosh. Alright, I gotta take advantage of the fact that I saw a bonus experience going on. Here we go. Force Mantis.
No backing down!
Oh, no you don't.
You're mine! Captivity! Dragon Swarm! Inferno Punch! Eater! I'll grind you into dust!
Uh-oh.
Dragon Swarm! In the groove! Try this!
And you're done.
Inferno Punch! Explosive ring!
Here's a healing arc.
Dust to dust!
Ooh.
Here it now! Dragon Swarm! Fang Blast! Blow away! Can't get
Nice
out
try.
of this!
Reload.
Dazzle!
I'm out of ammo.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Water.
What's going on?
I'll smash you!
Spread.
Begin! Dragon Swarm! Eat this!
Enough. Ah,
Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
this thing takes
Now I'm
hits,
real
man.
mad.
It can take a punishment.
Escape!
Water. Hear my call.
Eternal devastation! I'll finish you here
Ooh,
and now!
good thing I dodged that. So grateful.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
And it was critical.
By the
This
power
one's
of
all
the
mine.
Finish without a
Not
trace.
today! I'll finish you
This
here
one's
and
mine.
now! Dragon Swarm!
Get him.
Graviton field.
Explosive ring! Fang Blast!
Power of flame. Vanish without a trace.
Our art's being interrupted.
Ooh.
Take this! Escape! Stardust!
Flame of
Anything
fear.
you
Strike.
Now you see what I can do! Talon Storm! Dragon Swarm! Does it hurt?
The power of water.
Oh no.
Hear me. Flame of fury.
Oh no.
Take much more. Stay away from my
Can't
get out of
threat.
this! Raining Slash!
Freeze Lancer.
I am
Dragon
not
Swarm!
beyond fury! Stalagmite!
Dragon
Bring you
Swarm.
back
Ah,
from death's abyss. Reset.
missed.
Here's a healing arc.
Bloody howling!
First aid.
Hurricane!
Thank you for the first aid.
Won't give up.
Rending you apart! Dragon Swarm! I'm on a roll now!
That's how we end it.
Explosive ring! Resuscitate this!
Someone needs to do it. Oh.
Pain, no!
Oh.
Can't end here!
Don't give up.
Break this night!
Mega ray.
From beyond!
Annihilation.
Imbue this vanquished
Radiant
soul
light.
with life!
Here.
Resuscitation!
Thank you.
Not done yet!
Annihilation. Hear
Resonate
me.
with
Dragon
the earth.
fury.
Stalagmite! Lightning thrust!
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Soaring light spear!
Bloody howling.
Oh god. Jeez.
On your can't get out of this!
Mega ray.
Vacuum blade!
Mega ray.
This it? Bloody
Don't leave me.
smash you! On your
I'll
knees!
bring you back from death's abyss.
Please do.
Resuscitation.
No further. I owe you one.
Now we got this.
Reload. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Finest. Any more of this and I'll burn out. Swallow blade!
Mega ray. Back into the
There.
fray.
Begin! Take this! You're not! What?
This isn't ideal.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Seismic rupture!
Do it.
Red will!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Wait, there's one more area I haven't checked out yet. There you go. Finally, some moolah. That's the next floor.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other.
So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Ooh, we're gonna be facing off against, oh no, my control's acting up. Oh, this is nice. Alright guys, give me a moment. I gotta check on my controller then. Alright guys, and we're back. You know what? Let's face off against this boss.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Tormented limbs. Yeah, it looks tormented enough. Alright,
I've never
the weak
known
point.
Faria to control Zugos like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zugals, then we get some answers.
Here's evil!
Benediction
Burn in hell!
Get him.
Freeze Lancer!
Transform!
Go for it.
Annihilation!
Explosive ring!
Eat this! Fury!
Talon
Hurricane! Water! Red!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well I'm here to stop.
Thank you for the heal. What the heck is that thing shooting?
Here's evil!
I can carve through armor.
Freeze Lancer!
Benediction light.
Ow! Jeez.
Prepare to be sealed.
Searing Flame! Reload!
Take this. Talon
I will
Hurricane. Curse. I'll face you. Take this.
Oh, yep, I need that healing circle.
What in the world?
Dohalim!
I'm alright. I'm still standing.
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Dragon
It's
Shell!
Oh yes.
No rest for the
This
wicked.
ends now! Explosive ring!
Freeze Lancer!
Oh,
Arts are being interrupted.
I'm just
Hear me,
getting started!
flame of fury!
Everlasting dark!
I better heal myself because I'm fairly certain they're not gonna do it for me. Wow, she died.
Imbue this
Oh, he died
vanquished soul
too.
with
Well, that's
love
great.
resuscitation.
I can't lose.
You're mine!
Oh,
By the power of flame!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life resuscitation.
Another incantation ruined.
Forgive me.
I'm ready! That'll bring you down.
I'm on it.
alright, bring it back, bring it back.
I'll bring you back
Be
from
still!
death's abyss.
Stardust! Soaring light spear!
It's go time.
Hear me,
No
flame
rest
of
for the
fury!
wicked.
Burning
Now you see what I can do on a roll now.
Go for it.
Burn in hell!
Eat this!
Freeze
Dragon
Lancer!
Swarm!
Talon Hurricane! Air pressure!
Explosive ring!
Messing him up.
Radiant here!
You require a hand.
I'm out of ammo. I'm all
In a
stuck.
Go
bind.
for it, and
Watch this.
Mega Ray! Annihilation! By the power of flame!
my controller really is acting up. There you go. Let's go with. What was the other thing I had?
Sending you a bloody howling.
Leave the chargers to me! House this! Mega
I'm
Ray!
ready.
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Mega
Take
Ray!
this! Talon Kick!
Annihilation!
Try
Hear
this!
me! Flame of fury!
Explosive ring!
We almost got him, we almost got him.
Might with lightning. Attack time.
Ow, ow.
That move!
Execution.
Never good when he's glowing. It's never good when he's glowing.
Shouldn't have messed with me.
By the
This should
power
do
of
it.
flame!
Oh, oh my gosh. Ooh,
You'll
that hit
pay
hard.
for that!
Blackened blade.
Execution!
Alright. Come on.
Not done yet!
Oh man, why am I going there? Oh gosh. Controller really is just like acting up. I can't hit the menu button fast enough.
Out of the woods, it seems.
Alright, everyone alive real fast.
Resuscitation.
Good job, good job, good job.
I can't lose.
Resonate with the earth.
Top field!
Nope. Aim for the weak point. On his head.
No dawn shall
Be
break this
still!
night.
Now,
Nice job.
falling really!
Take it down!
A scream.
Alright, cool. And another grape gel for. Actually, you know what? No. Heavy treat everything.
This should do it!
In a bind.
Mega Ray!
You picked the wrong fight!
Mega
Dragon
Ray!
Swarm.
Alright, we're gonna mess him up.
Pieces. Attack
A
time.
scream.
Talon
Bathed in blood.
Hurricane. Rending you apart.
Hear my
Bloody
voice!
howling.
Spread! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Pressure.
Hear my call!
I'll smash you.
Spread! Glacial spear!
Dragon
Hear me!
shout.
Freeze Lancer!
Air pressure.
Alright, now we're gonna switch the strategy to fire moderation now, because this is just getting intense.
I'll lay you all down.
Stay away from my friend! Lightning
I'll
thrust!
bring you back from death's abyss!
I'm in your debt. I'm sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
Lightning thrust!
Done yet.
Soaring light spear!
I didn't think you had it in you.
Focus. There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
Talon Swarm.
Vacuum
Now or
blade!
never. I'm on a roll now.
Ooh, we almost got him. We almost. Oh yes.
Here's a healing art!
Castle!
First aid!
No further! Yours to be let
Lunar
free!
corruption!
Eat dirt!
Eat this.
Haha.
Dance on the wind.
Try this!
By the power of
Now in the groove.
Explosive ring!
They smite Dynamite with blackened blade! Now you see what I can do!
Not good, not good.
Trying to take us out. I will go quiet. So you clamor for my true power? Forgive me.
Ah.
My fault.
Dodge.
Resuscitate.
Here, let me help. First aid!
Not done yet.
Thank you.
This is some punishment?
No! Can't end here!
Alright, let's not do that anymore. I shouldn't have done that.
Not done yet!
Get out, get out.
I never miss.
I've let you all down.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation.
Who's revived? Dolim? Dolim, okay. Take one lemon gel.
Let me help.
This should do it!
First aid. I'll bring you
Flaming
back from
thrust!
death's abyss.
Here I come! Soaring light spear! Hurricane thrust!
Get him.
Will this help?
Resonate with the earth. Not done yet. Stalagmite.
Flaming thrust!
Healing
Soaring
fire.
light spear!
Final.
Get toasty.
Bird strike. Now it's just her! Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Oh, wow. Okay, at least we took care of that. The controller was still acting up here and there, but thankfully, it wasn't a hindrance to the boss battle. With that said, guys, I'm going to end the video here for today. Thank you for watching. Until the next one.